Hello everyone and welcome back. And this will be your weekly general reading for the sign of Leo for the week of May 18th. And at this time I'd like to give a very special thank you to each and every one of you out there who have been subscribing to my channel and helping it grow and getting it noticed. As well as all the thumbs up on all the videos that you've watched. And also you hit the hype button, so wow, thank you. And of course, for all the lovely comments that you leave. It is so nice to read them. I truly do deeply appreciate them. It definitely makes my week, gives me hope and inspiration to carry on. So I truly thank you so much for doing that for me. All right. Ooh, and the High Priestess. So making a decision. You've already made this decision. You're sitting back, seeing what's happening. You're feeling more inspired, more optimistic. You're much more knowledgeable. And you're trusting yourself that you're making the best decisions going forward. So, wow, you have really seen something recently that helped you to not only feel inspired, but more optimistic about your own future going forward, and now you're taking that step. Oh yes, it's a difficult decision for you. Actually, maybe not in some cases, because you've been thinking about doing this for a while. You haven't really ever taken action on it, but you're realizing it's time now. Time to make that decision, step into this, and keep moving forward. So it's been a little bit on your mind for a while, but it's a difficult one. You're weighing the options. You're trying to, make the right decision. But right now you're at a deadlock. But you're also smart enough to see and realize you need to make this decision one way or the other so that you can keep continuing to move forward. And the Six of Wands. Yeah, you're getting your accolades. People are starting to recognize you, for who you are, what you have on offer, all the sacrifices and what you've done to get as far as you are right now. So this is public recognition. This is your victory. You're making progress. You're having self-confidence back in your choices. And it all comes from your own efforts in your life. So that's beautiful. Seven of Pentacles, making some decisions financially. You've made some investments or want to, and now you're wanting to see exactly what's on offer. Like if you put X number of dollars in, how long is it going to be before you make X number of dollars back? And I don't blame you. I mean, you got a life out here, so you want to make sure that you're investing wisely. You're looking for the long term. Your hard work, you persevere. You want results for your investments, your time, energy, and effort. So you're moving forward on a more reassured step going forward. And the Six of Pentacles, yes, understanding that cause and effect. It's not always you having to sacrifice and give all the time. It's time that you are in the receivership of this, giving, receiving, sharing your wealth, your generosity. And you care about others. If people are in your fold, whether they're friends, family, whomever, you really do care. You want to help. You want to, everybody to share in the wealth of knowledge, prosperity going forward. So now the universe is telling you, step back just a little bit so that others can give back to you for all that you've given to them, to help them feel good about receiving as well. So you're starting to realize that about yourself, and course correcting that you are allowing people to help you, and it's not a charity case. It's because they genuinely care. And the Eight of Cups, yes. Leaving behind something. Understanding time, energy, and effort is not going to change some things in your world. There's been disappointment, but you're making a withdrawal from that. You're abandoning that whole mindset. You know, you're walking away, you're leaving behind things that don't serve you. That's people, places, and things. And understanding there's much more on offer out there for your happiness in the future. But you have to let go of this first in order to step into that new step for yourself. Four of Pentacles, yes. Taking care of your finances, making sure you have enough for the future, putting money away for that rainy day, making sure that, you know, you're not going to be stressing, worrying into the future about this. You want to make sure your life is secure. And you're willing to do what it takes now to have that later in your life. And it doesn't matter how old you are. You know, you're just doing what you know is correct for you at this time. So you're saving money, you want security, you're in control of all of that, and you've come to that realization that you really are in control of that. So now you're standing up for what you believe. You're not overspending anymore. You're staying home a little bit more, you know, that sort of thing. Just trying to curb the outflow of money so that you have enough that you can invest for your own future. And the Four of Swords. Yes, relax, meditating, stepping back, enjoying life a little bit, allowing yourself to just turn off, you know, rest, relaxation, meditation. Treat yourself, reward yourself, you know, and that can be sitting in the backyard or on the balcony, you know, just soaking up some sun if you were at, you know, the sun's out. And as long as it helps you to feel good about your day and yourself, that's a beautiful reward. And the Three of Pentacles. So coming together with like-minded people. This is collaboration, you know, looking into your finances, investments, doing your homework. So this is somebody coming to you or you going to them. Like this could be a mutual connection for your finances, for your future. Understanding that it's not going to be easy, but teamwork will help it work. You're learning, you're building something from the ground up that is going to keep you financially secure for your future. And you're willing to put the homework in now in order to make sure that it's coming to light. So good for you for doing that. Yeah, the Moon card. Taking care of your health. Moving in a different direction, a new path for yourself. Realizing you have enough and you're content, but you want better and more for your future. So you're willing to not just dream it, but live it. You know, taking care of your health. Your health is your wealth. So you're no longer overeating, over drinking, overindulging. You really want to live a long, strong, and healthy life as best you can. And you're realizing sometimes you have to change different habits in your life in order to accomplish what you want. And you're willing now to do that. So you can see the light at the end of the tunnel and you're moving in that direction. Others will follow you. Some won't. But you're okay with now picking that decision for yourself. And the Six of Cups. Yes, nostalgia, looking back at your past. Maybe you've ran into somebody from your past. This could be a relative, a friend, somebody that you haven't heard from for a long time. And it just gives you that break from the world and all the things that's going on in it, just to reminisce, go back in time and look at how far you've come, what you've had, you know, happy memories, childhood memories. You know, understanding the joys that you've had in your life, you know, and you're moving forward with that intent of giving that to others. So that's beautiful. And the Two of Wands, yes, you have the whole world and all the opportunities presented to you. And you have it in your hand. You have these opportunities handed to you because it's what you wanted. And the universe was really listening. You know, it may not have felt like it all the time, but you persevered and now it's paying back. You know, you're making plans, you're making progress, you're making decisions as you go forward, and you're making more discoveries for yourself. What what makes you happy, what brings joy to your life. So there's travel plans here in the future for many of you. And some of you are planning to travel at a distance from home, but willing to do it. Take those adventures. Maybe there's someplace you've always wanted to go or travel, and you sort of went, and never did it. Now you've had a taste for it. So it opens you up to the universe of possibilities of why not? And you're just beginning that. Oh yeah. Knight of Wands. Most definitely travel. New beginnings. New opportunity. New ventures. Woo! Haven't you got the bug? You're feeling energetic, passionate. You're taking action. There's new adventures. And you're doing it fearlessly, almost impulsively. But you're learning to curb that because you don't want the splashback of it. So you're moving forward on your dreams, your new adventures. This looks like for some of you is vacation plans for the future. And it could be by SUV, motorcycle, train, but you're really looking into it because it's something that sparked your interest now. You're not just going along behind somebody else. This is something you wanted to do. So it's awakening that impulse to try new things, go new places. But you're also smart enough to know, give yourself 3 minutes before you jump into anything and really think about the possibilities of it as you go forward. And the Emperor, definitely taking charge. Understanding you have to lead by example. And that's what you're doing. You have all the desire and power going forward. This is structure. You're taking on the authority figure. You're participating in your life. And you're in control of it. You're focused now on your future. And you are sitting in that very comfortably knowing not only will you have it, but it's coming. So you're sitting in your strength. And the Knight of Pentacles. So you're taking care of your finances. That is definitely foremost here for many of you. Taking care of it, your hard work, you're productive, you're sticking to routines, you're doing what it takes in order to plant new seeds, have more things in your future. And now you have a desire for new adventures and new travel. So you're clearing the path for yourself. And that's beautiful. And the Queen of Wands. Look at the adventurous person you become. I like it. You're more passionate. You're more in touch with what it is that you want. Instead of just participating, you're leading the way. You're taking bolder steps. You're feeling really lucky with all that you have in your life. And as you hang on to that strength and zest for this new ventures in your life and new opportunities, it just floods the whole world with your optimism. So you're really stepping into something you want. And the Knight of Pentacles, definitely taking care of your finances, realizing where your money's going, how to hang on to it, where to invest it. You're probably getting advice from somebody as well who has a little more knowledge in these areas, and you're taking the advice. You're understanding that sometimes you have to try. It's a little bit scary for you, but you're willing now to take that next step because you want wealth in your future. There's good business deals. You're taking the leadership role. There's security here. And you're genuinely owning it. Understanding you will win as long as you participate and try. So good on you for that. All right, I'm going to pull you one more and see. Yeah, I like that. The childhood optimism, forward dreaming. That is beautiful. You really are feeling more comfortable in your situations, your life, your belongings, where you're at, what you've accomplished. And it's all because of a dream you had much younger in life, and this is the fulfillment of it. So you get to bask in this joy, knowing that you've accomplished what you wanted. So good on you for dreaming that. All right, and your oracle card. Aw. Wonderful news is on its way. Smart choices that bring rewards, success, and public recognition. And there you are. And on that note, I will say goodbye for now. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will definitely talk to you again next week. Bye for now.